And I'll bring the County Board of Commissioners to attention. Yeah, right. Well, they have a prayer this afternoon by Pastor Warren Huffman.
Really not.
He is not here. Moving on, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. That's it.
Pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Here.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Here.
Commissioner Bray, here, Commissioner Peterson,
Yeah, here.
Commissioner Britton,
Here.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Here.
Commissioner Fournier.
Here. Okay, we need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Madam Chair, just two amendments to the agenda. The first is to add the two bills that I put before the members that need to be paid. I apologize for the short notice on that. One of them came late. The other one technically could probably wait, but because they go together, we just figured we get them both taken care of tonight if possible.
Okay.
And then also Mick Higgins, the airport manager, will be absent from speaking on his portion tonight. I'll be speaking on his behalf.
Okay, I'll put the bills to pay under the bills to pay.
Make a motion to adopt the agenda with the additions. Support.
Okay, next is public comment. Anybody here?
Motion support.
Oh, yeah, we have a motion. We support, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Perfect. Okay. Public comment, 3 minutes. Nobody wants to speak. Is there anybody on, Okay. Moving on, Kim Elke, Central Dispatch Director.
Good afternoon. Thanks to the 2026 ice storm, the 2025 ice storm seems a lifetime away. However, there's some final important details that have been slowly working their way through the process to lead us to where we are here tonight. As you know, in March 2025, a historic ice storm gripped northern Michigan, coating our communities in ice, toppling trees, snapping power lines, and plunging virtually all of Alpena County into prolonged darkness and cold. Many roads were impassable from downed trees and power poles. Emergencies multiplied, and our community safety depended on swift, accurate coordination. In the midst of that chaos, Alpena County 911 dispatchers were the unwavering lifeline, working via generator power, backup internet service, and telephone lines, and operating on the backup to our backup system for 911 calls. They answered an unrelenting flood of calls with calm professionalism, precise triage, and genuine compassion. Panicked callers were guided through the immediate crisis. Assistance was directed while coordinating with fire, EMS, police, and utility crews amid the fallen lines and freezing conditions. Dispatcher voices were the first reassurance many heard in those dark moments. This skill under extreme pressure, endurance through long, grueling hours, and selfless commitment exemplify the highest standards of public service. Today, I'd like to thank Representative Cam Cavett for his assistance, and I'm proud to present special tributes from the state of Michigan in recognition of the extraordinary contributions of the dispatch staff of Alpena County during the declared disaster. These honors reflect not only official gratitude, but the profound appreciation of every resident whose call you answered. You are the calm in the storm. You are the unseen heroes who hold the line when everything else falters. Our community is safer because of you, and I'm proud to work with all of you. So if you can come up when I call your name. Jessica Polanowski. Eric Carson. Here. Matt Miller. Laura Ringline. Elise Susan. And I also have one for Lisa's mom, especially for her, and also honoring her recent retirement from our agency. She couldn't be here tonight. Adam Lumsden and Jonathan Sanchez are holding down the fort. And Taylor Friday and McKenna Schaefer couldn't be here today. At this time, I'm going to ask our lead dispatcher, Rory Sherwood, to come to the front of the dais. Kat Tomaszewski, Fallo Ham, Sheriff Smith, and Jesse Osmer. You're all being called to the principal's office. I think I have some special guests out in the hallway. If you Perfect. Sit anywhere.
Rosie, you know what it was.
Anybody else out there?
I don't see one.
You keep an eye?
Yep.
Because I told them I'd wait.
Oh,
Sorry. A lot of moving parts.
we're not there.
Okay, we'll start and I'll go slow. At this time, we have some special guests. Is Representative Bergman on? Okay, Representative Bergman had planned to join us via Zoom this evening.
It's late.
What's that?
It's late.
I want to express my deepest gratitude to the four of you for the outstanding support you provided during the 2025 winter storm. While our community endured prolonged power outages, extreme cold, and a great deal of uncertainty, you all worked tirelessly behind the scenes, coordinating shelters and resources, supporting the first responders, organizing food distributions, managing logistics, delivering supplies, and keeping critical operations running smoothly. Your calm professionalism, careful attention to detail, and willingness to go above and beyond made an enormous difference in the county's response and recovery. You worked long, exhausting hours while your own homes were without power, sacrificing precious time with your family, all while continuing to show kindness in your unwavering dedication to our community. Anybody out there yet?
No.
Sheriff Smith, you were the first person I called that Sunday morning. As always, your response to the need was immediate. After handling that initial request, you came to my office asking where you could help next. The next morning, you were working at the shelter when I stopped in search of Jesse. You informed me that he had just left after working overnight and asked how you could help. I mentioned that I needed administrative support in the EOC. You promptly arranged for your staff to report to the EOC, and you told me help's on the way. You delivered supplies around the county as well as to our neighbors, you repaired borrowed assets that we received damaged. I could go on and on. I could list countless tasks that you undertook. For the sake of time, I will share the one that stands out the most to me. You collected dirty laundry from the warming shelter, took it to the jail laundry facilities, and returned clean clothing providing the shelter guests with the dignity that clean clothing provides. These simple, selfless acts speak volumes about the respected public safety leader that you are. With you, Sheriff, help is always on the way. Cat. We answered countless calls together in the EOC. Every single one, we swung for the fences. We entered and tracked MySIM's resource requests, managed logistics, coordinated with partner agencies, organized briefings, sat through endless conference calls, and documented so that nothing was lost. Some memories that stand out to me: being notified on a call with the shelters of a patient whose insulin had gotten warm and they had administered it. And we sent an ambulance for that patient. I remember there being an unmet need on the daily list from 211 regarding a small livestock herd that needed water. And a couple days later, we were able to help that lady with water for her animals. That was so empowering to us. You were a steady, reassuring presence during those long, mentally and physically exhausting days. I remember your faithfulness, especially the afternoon check-ins to make sure that I had eaten protein that day. You handled 1,000 little and not so little things. Most people will never know that I do, and it matters. Rory, as 911 dispatcher, your critical work often goes unnoticed by the public. When the storm hit, you stayed over at the end of your shift because of the call volume. And then you came back in the middle of the night to set up the MAC kit because the 911 lines had gone down. On top of your regular shifts and your lead dispatcher duties, you kept 911 operations running smoothly while I was tied up in the EOC. You came in on your days off to check on dispatch and always made time to stop in the EOC and pitch in, just as you did during COVID. Your dedication, professionalism, and compassion for our team and our community never waver. Jesse. When the boss spends all day coordinating food, security, and resources at the warming shelter, yet he still stops by the EOC every night late on his way home to decompress with the team and make sure everyone goes home and gets some rest. That's true leadership. As mentioned earlier, when the need arose, you managed the overnight shift at the shelter, leading by example and setting the bar high. You also kept Lansing in the loop, coordinated meetings with the legislators, so they could hear directly from the boots on the ground to ensure our needs were effectively communicated. You truly had your finger on the pulse and kept Alpena County on the radar. Despite everything on your plate with the county operations and the warming shelters, I still knew you were just a phone call away. Commissioner Chair Don Kozlowski is not able to be here this evening, but I thank him for his leadership and willingness to assist wherever was needed during the response as well. I was grateful when I heard the commissioners were issuing letters of appreciation to hundreds of volunteers and donors. However, I felt it was important to specifically recognize the depth of each of your contributions. With the support of Representative Bergman, is he on yet? Nope. Okay. And his Deputy Chief of Staff, Amelia Burns, we're here this evening to do just that. Representative Bergman and Amelia, their steadfast help through this long process brings us to where we are this evening. And it's short and sweet, but I'll read you. It says, I extend my sincere gratitude for your dedication and hard work through the recent ice storm in Alpena County, Michigan. By putting your community first during the storm and in its aftermath, you helped keep your neighbors safe. Your efforts reflect a proud sense of leadership, responsibility, and the very best of the American spirit. As president, I will always stand with first responders and local workers who serve their communities with selflessness and devotion to the public good. Your example reflects the enduring character of service that has defined our nation for 250 years and will continue to do so for many more to come. May God bless you and your family. Sincerely, President Donald Trump. Save the envelopes for you because the envelopes are kind of cool. Thanks for everything. Chair. Thank you, everyone. All of you, and I will never forget.
Kim, would you just have your staff come up with them so I can get a picture of her?
Dollar being coming for me. Hey, can you just keep out?
With a lady.
Thanks for your time. Good looks. No, I didn't. And I do have one for John too.
And next on the agenda, we have bills.
Make a motion, we pay the bill.
A motion by Commissioner.
Support.
LaHaye, yeah.
And support by.
Todd.
Yes.
Consent
Now
calendar.
we gotta go through them. Yeah,
Oh, we gotta go.
get a roll call on.
Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next is the consent calendar. Motion to approve the consent calendar, which includes actions as listed in filing of all reports. Do I have a motion?
Make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Peterson,
I'll support.
support by Commissioner Bray.
Roll call, yeah.
We do?
Yep.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray. Yes. Commissioner Peterson,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, Jesse's going to take over for the airport manager.
So commissioners, I ran this through both the airport manager as well as RSNH, our consultants out at the airport. Basically what this is, it's a general agreement that releases funds which have actually already been released. They actually got ahead of themselves. The amount of $2,483 for, I'm sorry, $2,483,481 for the T hangar project. So we're just looking for the okay to sign this to show that we were ready to receive the funds and do the necessary reporting as expected.
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion by Travis. Do we have a
Support.
support by Commissioner Dan? Okay. Right, we have a call now.
Yes.
Okay.
I need to abstain from that, please.
Okay, so you need a,
I'll make a motion that Todd sustains. Support. See, it's roll, let's not roll call this time.
All right.
Your name.
Okay, roll call, please.
This is for Todd abstaining or the actual motion?
Todd abstaining.
Todd, use its abstains.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton. Sorry, Commissioner Konashevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
motion carried.
Next, Nick Majinsky, Emergency Manager Director.
Pretty. Good afternoon, almost good evening here. I
I'm-
really wish Kim would have gave me a heads up on that because I don't know how I'm gonna top that.
Sorry, Nick,
Hey, Nick.
just 1 second, Madam, Madam Chair, there's just, you did the vote for the abstention, but not the vote on the contract, sorry.
That's a roll call too.
Okay,
So you need you'll just need a motion for the contract to be.
okay, I need a motion on the contract.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion, support,
Support.
and support.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Commissioner Peterson,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
motion carried.
Now, Nick.
Good. All right. So I'm here to talk about the ice storm we had last week, not the one that Kim just talked about. So we kind of knew this, the weather was coming. We put up messaging on the potential weather on Saturday, March 14th. We had a phone conference call. Just making sure, ensuring preparations were made for the potential ice storm and incoming weather. On Sunday, I actually came into the office and the EOC to prep at 11:54. I'm talking in military time, everybody. Is that military time? All right. I came into the EOC at 11:54 and prepped up, filled up the EM vehicle to make sure that was good to go. I actually ended up coming back in at 10:30. When I started hearing calls on the radio and everything about, down trees and wires. So I actually started driving around and tried to assist with that. On Monday, March 16th, the EOC was partially opened at 08. I was there way earlier than that. Communications were put out to partners and entities that the EOC meeting was going to take place at 09:30. At that time, there was over 14,500 Alpena Power customers without power and over 800 PI&G customers without power as well. Obviously, reports of downed trees, power lines from all over the county, icy road conditions. Obviously, the road commission continued plowing and clearing roads and everything they can do. Obviously, DPW in the city as well. From that point, EOC briefs were conducted twice a day at 09:30 and 17:30. It's 5:30. March 16th, had a local declaration that was signed. The Merchants Building, as you know, was stood up as a 24-hour emergency shelter that went from the homeless shelter that we were offering from 2000 to 08. And that was now a 24-hour shelter. Alpena Township as well became a 24-hour emergency shelter. And then on March 17th, we had the home explosion on the north side, and that was on top of everything else. So kudos to all the responders that went there. I ended up going as well. Fortunately, there were no fatalities, which is amazing. March 17th, signed declaration for the state of emergency was submitted, and Governor Wimmer obviously signed off on that too. That's for 7 counties, that's including Alpena. So where we are now. Alpena Power continued to restore customers, and the number was nearly cut in half by pretty much Wednesday night, Thursday. Same for PI&G. And PI&G customers were mainly restored by Friday the 20th. March 23rd, 09 Alpena EOC downgraded to monitoring and assessment. We held that last meeting at 10:00. This is a mess. I had some notes on here because I just talked to Ken. So Sunday at around 20:45, total power was restored to everybody. Obviously, several places still don't have power, and that's from damages from their homes, the power connections to the homes. So they're tackling those as they come through. I talked to him at 2:00, and he said there was about 3 people out, but they're probably going to get at least 20 to 30 more calls of vacant properties, all that stuff, vacation homes, everything like that. So they're continuing to work on that. The Alpena Road Commission has all the roads cleared. They continue to reassess the back roads and clear out trees as needed if there are any. Obviously, trees are still falling here and there. Recovery phase is still going on. I know the city of Alpena just released this news release about the tree and brush debris pickup. And we have a meeting tomorrow at 10 o'clock to discuss, what the county's gonna do. We have the, obviously, Airport Road that we can clear out. There's a couple other options that we're gonna discuss and explore as well. So that was a pretty rough week. I've only been here for what, 5-6 months now. Although I'm no stranger to the ice storm, I actually participated in the last year's ice storm when I worked at the health department. So it was all pretty much self-explanatory from that point. Thank you. I gotta thank all the partners that showed up to the EOC, to everyone that volunteered, to everyone that donated, to all the first responders, firefighters, law enforcement, DNR, to all the linemen, the road commission, DPW, the community for helping others. That's a little blurb I wrote. Big Neil Tyson, Cressy fan. So contrary to the collective delusion that Mother Nature is nurturing, caring entity that cradles and protects us all forms of life, Earth is instead a giant killing machine. I know that from the last ice storm was supposed to be the 100-year storm, right? But now I think we're noticing the change of weather patterns. From ice storms to tornadoes and everything man-made that's going on in the world now, it's best practice for everyone that is to be prepared these days and have a plan. Have supplies, look out for one another, take care of each other, and help when you can. Last year's storm showed some of our vulnerabilities, and this year's storm showed our preparation and experience from the last. Our resilience. The resiliency in this community is stronger than ever. So once again, I thank all you that made a difference and continue to do so. I'm honored and privileged to be in this position, and I'm honored and privileged to be working alongside professionals and citizens that care about this community. I'm always ready to go, and at any time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
Any questions for me? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, next we have Jesse Osmer, County Administrator.
Just a couple of items, commissioners. One is, unfortunately, I was thinking after last year, we wouldn't see any more trees go down in the courthouse lawn, or if we did, maybe one or two. And unfortunately, it was just a ton of them again, as you can see. So we're just giving it a little bit more time. We're looking at maybe early to mid next week when we start the cleanup. We have to get rid of some ice and snow before we can start untrenching some of that stuff. What I'm requesting is permission to put out a bid similar to what we did last year. Although our grounds maintenance team can take care of the trees once they're downed, I'd prefer having professionals down them to make sure that they don't cause any more damage. And then also come back in the spring and grind the stumps down so that we can get maybe new trees planted later on in the year. So looking for permission to go ahead and put that bid out. We can use money in the contingency line item to cover that, but we'll just put it out and go with the lowest bidder again. Last year, just looking for permission.
Somebody want to make that motion?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, we have a,
Support.
okay, we have motion and support. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier.
Yes.
Motion carried.
The second item is somewhat related, but in the different direction. So instead of asking to put a bid out, I'm asking you to allow me to waive the bidding process that we normally do for the Eagle Sculpture sidewalk. And the reason being is we already have a company coming in. They're hired by the people who are actually putting the sculpture in to build the baseline. I figured since they're there, let's just have them put the sidewalk in as well, if that's okay. Obviously within reason. I mean, I'll still get a price. If it's outrageous, we can put it out, but if it's within market price, I'd like to just have the same company do it all at once, rather than having one company come and build the base and then have somebody else come in and do a sidewalk around that base. So just looking for permission to do that.
I need a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Support. Then we have support. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier.
Yes.
Motion carried.
So we added the two bills on here to be paid.
I thought you put those under bills.
I did, but then I seen I got them back over here too, so.
That's okay. You
It's
guys,
already been taken care of.
yeah, so we'll skip.
So we can just move on with that. Okay, special reports, grants and contracts. Committee update would be, Dan Budlow, please.
The grants and contracts committee met on March 12th. The grant portion of that was on your consent calendar, and I'm hoping everybody took the time to read it and understand it. Other than that, we started looking at the enterprise lease, if we have some vehicles coming up to get rid of. And Jesse's going to see if we can find a more economical way to around this. Just try to get another bid or whatever. Then Sparks Grant updated Sunken Lake. The county was awarded $473,700 by the DNR for improvements at the lake. Once they have all that done, they ended up with an extra $110,000, which the DNR graciously let them keep. So they're going to do other work now. They're going to fill in campsites near the lake, install pavement millings, remark lots, produce new map and for use and publication on the website, and construct an observation platform on the island overlooking the lake with the remaining money. Basically, that was the meeting.
Okay. The next is the Personnel Committee. That would be me. We did have one meeting. It was strictly closed door. The other meeting was we approved a hiring of the grounds and maintenance. That's pretty much it for personnel. And then the other, the commissioners' reports. I'm going to skip over that at this time. And we're going to move right on to special orders, which there is none. Unfinished business and general orders, we have none. Correspondence, none. New business, none. And now I'm down to public comment. Does anybody have any comment they'd like to make? Hearing none. Anybody online? No. Okay, now we're going into closed session. So those that are supposed to stay, they remain, and those that are not, have to leave at this time. Okay, we're gonna bring the meeting back to order. We need roll call, please.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yep.
Commissioner Ludlow, Commissioner Bray, here, Commissioner Peterson, Commissioner Britton,
Here.
Commissioner Konoseski,
Here.
Commissioner Forner.
Here. Okay, I think we have nothing left on the agenda to, So we just- I have a motion to adjourn support. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Meeting's adjourned.